Hi everyone, welcome to this episode. My name is Ngatia. I'm a counseling psychologist by profession, and I'm here to discuss pertinent issues with you, issues that are very, very important when it comes to a person who is very, very sick. Sometimes when people are very sick, we imagine that they may die, but on a second thought, we always want to hold onto them. Sometimes even when the doctor may have said they have done everything they could, and it seems they have kind of reached a dead end. Okay, probably not put so plainly, but there are times like those, and we all face a time like that. Maybe the important question to ask is, what happens to a person who is very, very sick? Are there any experiences that they get that we need to know so that we can help them to be able to deal with that? Humanly speaking, people go through mourning for their own maybe termination of life. So what are these things that a person may experience, and we need to know as the people who are giving them support? When a person receives information about their illness and they are quite, stable, and they are able to make out what that is. Let's say even a disease that is terminal or, life-threatening, like cancerous diseases in the last stages. Sometimes a person may get such a report of their medical outcome, and they get into shock. It is important to allow the person to go through that shock. Do not try to unhook them, because immediately a person receives that information, for us who are with that person, we want to get them out of that situation. But it is a natural, provided for experience that a person goes through shock, they go through denial, they are kind of like not believing what they have been told. And that may hang on there. That's a naturally given mechanism by the creator of life to be able to to caution that and to be able to survive it, because it can be very traumatizing. So let the person go through the shock. They may not want to talk much. Let them not talk. Just be around them. Give them the support. They may also go through what we call denial within a short time. And they say, no, I don't think those results are mine. Why don't we try a second, a third opinion? And that is normal, absolutely normal. If that were possible, let it be done so that the person can be able to cope with the final analysis. After that, the person continues bargaining. There's a stage we call bargaining. They begin to bargain. They even speak to God himself, their creator, and ask for a second chance. And they may also make promises also to us who are supporting the person or the patient. And they bargain and say, if only this can change. And it is important to walk through that journey with the person, even the journey of bargaining itself. Let the person bargain. They probably could get that second chance. But even if it doesn't happen, that is normal, absolutely. The person could get to another level where they get very angry. And it doesn't matter what their faith is. They feel very, very angry with the medics who are not able to change the situation, angry with their relatives who are not able to save them from that sickness, angry with themselves, particularly if the illness is linked to a kind of lifestyle that they could have been warned about before. So they get very angry. And it is okay do not stop them from getting angry, but you can stop them from harming themselves just in case they show that indication. Because some people could get very angry with themselves. So they go through a stage of anger. I'm talking about the stages a person goes through when they are very, very ill, and especially life-threatening illness. So the next stage is what we call depression. The order may not necessarily follow. So the person may get depressed, and so long as it is not clinical depression, the person needs to be listened to. The person needs to be checked, but that mild depression happens to anyone who is going through an illness that is life-threatening. And finally, the person may get to a stage of acceptance. They accept that this is my verdict, this is my end, I need to do something. And that is why probably it is important for the person to be asked what would they like to say. If they had something to say, what would they like to say? That is important, because when the person accepts, they go quiet, just a little slowing down, not medically, but in terms of their conduct. They want to talk less, they want to eat less, and they want to sleep more in most cases. And they will not complain that they are in pain. So they say they are okay. Everything you ask, do you want something? Do you want any kind of help? The person will always say, I'm okay, and don't bother with me, I am fine. So that is a sign that this person has accepted. Sometimes they even show signs of recovery, like they are getting better. But that is only sometimes very deceiving. So it is important to talk to the person like you are kind of parting ways and saying bye-bye. It's not very easy, but with this kind of talk we have now, you are better off, you are more prepared, and now you know what to do when a person is very, very ill. So look out for the next episode, where we shall be talking about what about bereavement. When the person eventually die, what about those who are left behind? What are they supposed to do, and what happens to them? So look out for our next episode.